Facebook. Okay. Still got that home on there. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see what's happening. Ba-doop, 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 ba-doo, doop, ba-doop, ba-doo, shoo-ba-doo, doo-ba-doo. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. I just want a regular Facebook page. Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. And here we go, here we go, here we go. Set up my video. All right. Okay. Everything is fine. It's great. It's fantastic. Okay. What if that would work? I don't know. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay. All right. That's good. And and it's interesting. Technology's fabulous. It's just so fabulous. Okay. It's working there ish. Okay. All right. But it's not working here. Let's hit refresh and see what happens. It's great. Connect to streaming software. Start. We are good. So why aren't you connecting? Oh, maybe you just need to be over here. I don't know. I love technology. It's fabulous. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Ooh, now I've done it. You know, it's our first version of United Generations in this format, and for some reason, the streaming on Facebook is unsure. Oh, here we go. Okay, yes, streaming software. Yes, we did that. Advanced settings. Okay. All right. So then if we go back here, maybe we'll just stop for a second and we'll start for a second and see if it likes that. It does not like that. Okay. I love when people troubleshoot while they're live. It's fantastic, isn't it? It's great. Okay. So we did that, and then we're going to go over here and see if we can change a setting. That will make that better. It's fantastic. Technology is amazing. Okay. All right. Let's start again. Interesting. That's the server. That's it. Perfect. Try again. I love it. I love it so much. It is so much fun. Okay. Apply. Okay. Start. Okay. All right, friends, just give me 1 second. I'm going to reboot OBS and see if that's the issue. Okay, 1 moment. Complete post details. We're good. All right, so why is it still not? Okay, what's your video about? All right. So much fun. Okay, you know what we're going to do is just one more try over here, and set up a live video. Let's see if it's going to work. Okay, hi. I think it might be working. Add post details. All right, it's giving me problems. I love it. So friends, if you learn anything, it is fabulous to know that things work or they don't. And it says connecting there, complete post details. All right, there's that, there's that. Still doesn't want it. Okay. There we go. Go live now. All right. Okay. Almost live. All right. YouTube's like, yay, we're live on YouTube, but what is happening over there? Okay, let's just see if everything's good there. Everything's good there. And I just want to make sure I have sound, and I do. Fantastic. Okay, it's a good day. Hi. I'm glad to see you tonight. I usually have my doodad on to let me see who's online and stuff. This half hour, so welcome to United Generations, where Rev Jan comes online and goes, gee, why isn't technology working today? I'm just kidding. This is just to create a space for you to kind of just unwind, just to feel like you belong somewhere, and hopefully just to quiet down the world for a half hour or so. I say or so, it should be shorter. Because I know your time is precious. And so we're just trying a few things this year just to try to reach some of our friends who might be looking for something. So I'm just going to go here and go here. Oh, no, that's not what I want. No. Okay, we're getting closer. Hi. Normally I'm pretty good at this stuff. And then, right? Okay. All right, that's a story. We don't want the story, we want the live. Okay, there we go. All right, so hi. I'm not losing my mind. It's Sunday night. It's great. I do have a little bit of something happening with my throat here, so I'm not normally this bassy, but we're here. And that's all that matters. So I'm glad that you're here. Whether you showed up because faith matters to you, whether you're trying to figure it out, or if you're someone who got sent a link and you have no idea and you're curious, whatever brought you here, I'm glad. It is a space for believers and seekers and questioners, and it's just somewhere where you can just kind of be and breathe and listen and maybe even notice something meaningful together. In this time and space, please use up the chat. This is a very interactive time. If you don't interact, then I get to talk to myself, which I'm very normal. I'm not very normal. But I am very used to talking to myself when I'm online. So there's that. So in our time together, I'm just going to kind of ask a question. I meant to put it up there, but then I love technology. It's great. And just some things to think about. And then I'm also going to invite us to just breathe and sit in some kind of silence for about 30 seconds to a minute, just to kind of be together in a space that's calm. I think that's a good way to put it. If you want, now is a good time to grab a candle if you want to light a candle in that time, or you don't have to. You don't have to. Like, I do not know what you're doing. And unless I bring you on screen, and I won't do that for a number of weeks because I still got a lot to figure out. And I don't even know if I'll be able to play the music video I wanted to play. So we're going to see how it all unfolds. All right. So you're with me. I'm with you. And my friends, we are perfectly imperfect. All right. So in case you don't know, I'm Rev Jan from High Country United Church up in Mono. We are a little different. Apparently in our worship service today, we're a bunch of weirdos doing weird things, but we're not doing weird things. We're doing meaningful things together because we're just all people trying to do good things. So I'm just going to breathe into the space for a moment. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is share a song with you. I just don't know if it's going to work or not. So, what's this? Oh, that's mute. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't even try because I'm like, I couldn't even hear it. That's working. You know what? I think I'm going to skip the music this week because I don't need to continue troubleshooting for our entire time together. I will try it again, and we'll have that song next time. So this United Generation service is just a monthly thing we're trying out, and it's just a time to kind of be together wherever you are. I put on my stretchy pants, my nice warm socks. I got my heating blanket on this cold day, and it's just a time to connect and stuff. And that's so everything's just a little more vague. We also have our prayers at 7:55 tonight, live and online, and our prayers are a little more specific there, and what we do there is a lot more specific. But anyway, I'm glad we're here. Glad it's working. Seeing me in 3 different spots, though, it's kind of weird, but I'll get used to it. It's fine. So in today's worship service in the morning, Sara and Andrew performed I Saw the Light, and that was the song I wanted you to just kind of listen and be in the moment. But since I'm unsure if it's going to work, because I have to do a little bit of tech work on that one, I'm going to ask you a question. And the first question that comes to mind is, what is a song that sits so good in your soul that it makes your heart like swell? Do you know a song like that? Like, even thinking myself, it might be hard. So I just want you to give a second, and I'm on Facebook and YouTube, so I can see if you're posting in either spot. But let me see a song. Well, the one we did today at the end, Here I Am, Lord, that song makes me feel great. But Amazing Grace. That one can make me cry and can warm my heart, depending on when I'm listening to it. Trying to even think of a secular song, so a radio song, not a church song. There's so many. There's so many. The gospel songs, even though they might not all be church-y, they have this sense of tune and this instrumentation that really does something. It either puts a pep in your step or just yeah, you just want to keep singing. You know what I mean? And those are the kind of songs that I want to hear. So if you have songs that sing to your heart like that, and if you're not going to add in comments, that is perfectly okay. But I hope you'll share them with me at some point, because those are the songs we want to include in worship, because that which is bigger than us speaks to our souls in various ways, and music is just one of them. Okay, so here is my next question for the night. All right. So, not everyone knew that this was happening tonight. Not everyone knew it was happening online tonight. But I'm just wondering, for those who are here, was it hard to think about coming here? Showing up for whatever this is in United Generations? Or did it bring you some hope that, oh, I'm going to see my friends online? Or what is it? What brought you here, and why are you here? What do you need? A lot of questions. For some folks, it's just connecting. For some, it's like, I never get to see you live, so I might as well tune in live online. For some, it might be kind of just being connected to the church, or just wondering, what else are they up to? You know, there's so much going on in the world, and it's really hard to kind of set time aside just to kind of give your brain a chance to dissemble it all. I think of everything going on in the States right now, and it blows my mind. It blows my mind. There are sometimes no words. And we walk with people in our lives that think differently than us, that believe differently than us, that maybe even live differently than us. And that's okay. But there's this short kind of thing in the Gospel of Luke. And it's from chapter 24, verses 15 to 17. Really small, okay? And it says, as they talked and discussed these things with each other, Jesus himself came up and walked along with them, but they were kept from recognizing him. He asked them, "What are you discussing together as you walk along?" They stood still, their faces downcast. The idea in this just 2 verses says that we can walk whatever road we're on, and Jesus isn't gonna stop us from talking. Jesus isn't gonna stop us from doing. In fact, they probably kept on talking. Don't mind me, I'm gonna have a nice, very warm tea. Oh, maybe I'll just hold it here. And, the 2 people, they left everything they thought was going to be good, and it wasn't. They're walking away from everything they hoped for. Disappointment. They're confused, maybe even angry. And I think all our friends that are going through all of those things, especially in the States. And I wonder, maybe you wonder, where's God? Why isn't God stopping this? Why isn't Jesus there smiting the evil? And one thing we struggle with even in our living life conversations is, how do we live and walk alongside, let alone love, someone or something that is completely different than our own morals and values? Some have even said, how do you love someone like Trump? And there are people that do love him. Maybe his mother, maybe his wife, maybe his children. The reality is that we are all children of God. And so we're called to love one another. It's the actions that we might struggle with the most. I mean, we change in life, but still there should be people around us that recognize some things and call us into accountability. And yet, this one's a hard one. How in the garden, that's a beautiful one, Sara. How do we, if we're to be like Jesus, how do we, that's a good one, walk in the garden with someone we really don't like? I'm not saying Trump. There are people that like him. Don't mind my Christmas tree in the back. I haven't changed my background. But I think of all the criminals in the world, all the people that are just doing horrible things. How do we still love them? But then, are we overthinking the word love? I'm not going to give you the answers because these are things I too wrestle with. These are real human and divine questions that call us to think about, because when we're thinking and we struggle with things, that means we're at least willing to be open to learning and growing. It's when we are completely closed-minded, completely closed off, that's when, is there any hope for us at that point? I was saying this morning that if we're not struggling with something, if we're not failing or faltering, then we're not really learning. So you have to get to uncomfortable places. And one of the things even within this conversation about what's happening in the US is like, how do you stay a peacemaker when you need to speak up? My friends, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, for those wondering, this is my M&M cup. You have to have a favorite cup. It's from my sister trip in New York a long time ago. So if Jesus is not stopping things, if God is not stopping us, then, or them, then what is God's role in this? What is Jesus' role in this? And for those who are struggling, Jesus and God are definitely in it, but they're in us. They're in the people marching in protest. They're in the people saying no more. And I am just so grateful that we live in Canada. Far from perfect, don't get me wrong, but geez Louise. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. Okay, so we're going to take 30 seconds, 60 seconds, whatever that is, and just kind of sit in silence. But I want you just to, well, this is a great time to light your candle. I have a candle. I have a few candles. You know what? No, let's do that one. I have a lot of candles. Let me just light this one up. I think you'll be able to see it. So I'm going to light my candle. And if you can have it kind of near you, because some people who do this just need something to put their eyes on to kind of stay focused. You don't have to. You do you. I'm not here to judge. I can't see you. You're fine. And what we're going to do is we're just going to breathe. And while you're breathing, I want you to kind of think about when you take in the deep breath that you're bringing in all the good and all the healing. And as you're breathing out, you're emptying the bad and just all that yuck that's in your soul from watching the news or whatever. Okay. All right. So we're just going to I'll set a timer. Let's see. It worked last time. Hey, Siri, set a timer for 1 minute, please. All right, friends, let's breathe. That was a minute. That actually didn't feel like very long for me. Maybe I need a 5-minute meditation or something personally. But I don't think we stop and intentionally just breathe in a way that we can just let things out. I mean, it's easy to kind of run it out for those who are runners, or, scream it out or bat it out or go in the car and sing it out. But just being able to breathe and process, maybe. We are given the breath of God when we are born, a gift given to each of us. Maybe we take that for granted sometimes. Let us pray. God of all generations, of certainty and doubt, of questions and quiet trust, thank you so much for meeting us where we are. Thank you for letting go of expectations, for having technology that makes it fun to get started, and for friends who are more than willing to travel the journey with me. God be with us this week, especially in this storm, and may all who are traveling on the roads be safe. Amen. So next week, let's not do weekly on this yet, okay, people? I need more tea. It's like, that's a week. Anyway, it could, down the road, you never know. I mean, prayer started nightly during COVID, and here we are doing them weekly. So you never know what's going to happen. Just know that if you want to carry on the conversation or whatever, we are going live again at 7:55 for our weekly prayer service. It's also where I share news about what's going on at the church, but this is just a time just for you, hopefully just to breathe and to slow down. And if you need to come back to it, or if you need to breathe, Siri is a good little timer. And there's some great meditation apps online and on your devices, so feel free to choose those. But when in doubt, just pick a song, a nice reflective, preferably like a slow song, and just kind of breathe through the entire thing. You get about 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 5, depending on the song. And nobody knows. You could just be singing along in your head. All right, a blessing for you. So as you go into whatever comes next, hopefully sleepy time after prayers, may you know you don't have to earn to belong here. May you be gentle with yourself today and tomorrow and all your days, and may you carry even a small sense of peace with you. If this space mattered to you, we'll be back next month. And if not, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. You never know what's going to happen. All right, my friends, take care and we'll see you soon. Bye.